Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
Have you ever heard of grafting fruit trees? When I first read about that, I thought it was a joke. In fact, one type of grafting supposedly can get 40 different fruits of the same genus on one tree. Isn't that crazy? It's not a new thing either. They must have done it back in New Testament times because Paul wrote about the idea of grafting in Romans 11. He referred to the Jews as an olive tree and said some of the unbelieving branches, those Jews who rejected Jesus as their Messiah, had been broken off. Then Gentiles, and that includes me and probably you too, God grafted onto this tree because we believed. That grafting in means we share in all those Old Testament promises that God gave Abraham and his family. He connects us with him in a special way, so we become a branch on his tree. This idea of grafting into God's family didn't originate in the New Testament, though. God grafted in two very special outsiders from pagan lands in the Old Testament. As a rule, God had commanded his people to only marry within the Jewish race. He didn't want his people to be drawn away from him by unbelieving spouses. However, when outsiders accepted the God of Israel, he gladly welcomed them in with open arms. The story of Rahab and Ruth especially illustrate this point, as they both ended up not only in the family of God, but they became branches of a very special family tree, the lineage of the Messiah. Rahab helped the Jewish spies and declared her belief and trust in God of the Israelites. Though everyone else in Jericho feared Israel's God, she was the only one to act on her belief of his power. She chose to leave her people and her gods and step out in faith. The Bible says, "And Joshua spared Rahab the prostitute because she hid the men Joshua sent as spies to Jericho, and she lives among Israel to this day." Of course, when the book of Joshua was written, they didn't know she would be part of the family tree of the most famous Jew of all, Jesus. She was grafted into the family. Her daughter-in-law Ruth was too, years later. She chose to step out in faith as well and follow her original mother-in-law Naomi back to Bethlehem from Moab, even though she was destined at the time to be a poor outcast widow. She chose to become part of God's people when she declared to Naomi, "Where you go, I will go. Where you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God my God." Boaz, her husband-to-be, blessed her when they first met by saying, "May the Lord reward your work, and your wages be full from the Lord, the God of Israel, under whose wings you have come to seek refuge." Little did he know how God would use him to fulfill that blessing. These two women wanted desperately to be grafted into the family of God, and they stepped out in faith to do so. Have you been grafted into the family tree of faith? Aren't you thankful the Lord made that possible for us?
As always, we'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to share a treasure, support this ministry, or get Carla to speak at an event, please contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and have a great day.